It's work day 3 for me, but the second one you're seeing. And things are already happening this morning. My other brother, Brad, got here earlier and he's taking out the vanities so the flooring can get put in. So vanity's already out of here. Get a nice before picture.
Every day. Still remember the smell of your car when you drove me down the lane.
And look at that.
Tiny little.
No box, no nothing, just a little baby wire. One more update. The varnish stripper definitely didn't work, so I'm gonna have to sand these down, and now I've got the varnish crap on them too, so I don't know. I'm gonna test it out with this one, and if it's too hard, I may try to get some degreaser, see if I can get the stripper off, and then sand them.
Take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms, back in your arms. I fly. Sometimes it feels like you just wanna it's easier than facing your own doubts, but it will get you no matter how far you go. It haunts you every night. I tried so hard to forget what we had, but then something reminds me of you. Do you remember the necklace you gave me? I wear it every...
My brother said that he wasn't confident cutting in the top, so I'm gonna do it for him. So that's what's going on.
That's not what I said.
What'd you say then?
I just said I needed some help.
I'm helping him, and he's gonna help me instead of leave. I'm just sanding down the wood filler. The reason that we added wood filler is because we got new hinges, so they may not go directly back in the same spot. So I wanted to make sure that we were filling those holes just in case we needed to, and it wasn't a whole lot of extra work. I'm just sanding it down so that the first coat of paint can get on these cabinets.
I think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life, so my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two.
A lot was going on while I was just sanding these cabinets. Jason was also working on the light fixtures, and Matt was getting done with the paint. We ended up having to shut the entire breaker off for the whole house because we couldn't figure out which breaker went to the laundry room, which we were trying to change the light fixture close to the laundry room. We couldn't figure out what breaker went to it. I mean, we turned them all off, so I'm not really sure if there's not one or what, but we ended up turning off the breaker for the whole house, which is why I had to work with a flashlight, but that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Work with a flashlight for a little while.
Limits to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these
These cabinets definitely turned into a lot more of a job. The doors, the cabinet doors were the hardest part. And I think I messed them up by putting that varnish remover on there. It didn't actually remove anything. It just left a film. So I ended up having to get some goof off, like commercial degreaser, and getting that, wiping it down, and then sanding it, and then wiping it off with a damp cloth, all the sanding spots. I think that it deglossed it enough, but for the remainder of the doors that I didn't get done, I will probably go get some liquid sandpaper and take it back up there, because that's gonna be easiest, is just to get some liquid sandpaper and strip all that off. It probably didn't help that it was raining outside too. There was a lot of moisture in this garage. We're gonna have to work on them gutters soon too.
Hello, hello, do you remember me? I'm the one who broke your heart. I'm here if you still want me, and we will never be apart. I guess I couldn't see just what you meant to me.
At the end of work day 3, we haven't gotten very much further, but I have started to paint some of the cabinets, and I'll show you the little transformation of the kitchen in a minute. But these cabinets have been painted. These still need to be cleaned up and painted. And then a couple over here has been cleaned, but not painted.
Call me Toby. Just call me Toby.
Toby?
Toby.
Who's Toby?
I'm the toe, you be.
Don't you dare put that enamel paint on my nose.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars.
I came home for a couple days to rest and recuperate, and I'm gonna go back up to my grandma's. But it looks like we didn't get much done, but in all actuality we really did, because the kitchen cabinets got one complete coat of paint, and the doors we're gonna have to work on a little bit more. You saw how much of trouble I was having getting the goo off of them and sanding them down, but I think I'm gonna go get some liquid sandpaper, which is what I should have got in the first place, but they didn't have any. They were out, so I just grabbed the varnish remover, but it worked not at all. So I would not recommend that if you're trying to paint your cabinets. Wait and get some liquid sandpaper, or order some or something, because it did not work. But just sanded down the interior cabinets myself, and the paint went on great. It looks great. My dad's up there doing the second coat, so that will be completely finished when I go back up there. I'll still have to work on the cabinet doors, but we can definitely put those on as they get finished, as they dry. A few we've kind of tested out to see if the paint's going to stick, and we're going to let that cure for a few days and try to scratch it and see if it's going to scratch off or what, because we definitely want the paint to last for a long time. So we're testing out a few things on the cabinet doors, and I'll keep you updated about that. But like I say, I'm home to rest for a couple days, because I don't know if it's just not being home, not having my pillows, not being used to the bed. I don't know, but I don't sleep very well when I'm up there. But I got a good sleep last night. And I'm currently editing the video that you just watched, but I wanted to update on a couple of things. My oldest brother, Brad, took out the bathroom vanities, and he took a peek at the kitchen sink while he was there, because we've had some issues with the sink pooling water in the back, and it's actually cracked the countertop. We're getting new countertops. They look amazing, but we have to order the sink first, and We were going to keep the sink. She was thinking she wanted to keep the sink, but my brother found the issue that it is warped, which is why water is actually running underneath it, and there's not any sink clips holding it in place, and there's actually not enough room for a standard sink with the sink clips. So our solution to that is either an undermount sink or a farmhouse sink. So we're gonna let her decide there, but we're getting pricing for both to see, but she's gonna have to get a new sink. I know that she was wanting to keep hers. My niece was like, I take a bath in that sink. So it's definitely held its share of babies and it's lived a good life, but it's time for that warped sink to go. So we're going to get some pricing for her and maybe either get a farmhouse sink, either porcelain, or maybe a brushed nickel, whatever, stainless to match the fixtures in the house now. But the fan looks amazing. It's putting off so much more light. The light fixtures are putting off so much more light than those shop lights that were in there. We may move the shop lights to the garage just so she has some good lighting in there. But we found a few other things that need to be fixed along the way, which is fine. That's what you're going to do when you're renovating the house and you're trying to get things fixed properly. So, but that's good. It's good that we're finding that stuff because it's things that we can fix and that the house won't deteriorate any further. And it's things that have needed to be done for a while. So it's all going to be fixed up, and then she won't have to worry about, you know, the house deteriorating for a long while, and she'll keep a good eye on it. I know it was a bit shorter than my usual videos, but I'll have another garden video for you soon. So you may get a bonus video this week, and I'll definitely get some cleaning motivation before the end of the week. But let's go ahead and chat in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. You think that farmhouse sink will look good. And I'll try to find a picture of the countertops and add those right here. Very close. But let's chat in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.